Okay, hi. I am here to introduce Rhea Rammohan for her 8th grade inspiration speech. And after that, Mrs. Donaher is going to talk a little bit more about the spring musical. So yeah, please welcome Rhea Rammohan to the stage.
Marilyn Monroe once said, "Sisters make the best friends in the world." That is why I chose my sister Saloni for my inspiration. Saloni has accomplished so much and she's only 15. I hope that one day I'll be able to accomplish at least half of the things she did. I love so many of her characteristics, it was hard to choose only 3. She has almost no flaws and most of the things I think of are good. If I had to choose, my 3 favorite attributes about Saloni are that she's balanced, helpful/kind, and humorous. One of my favorite things about Saloni is how she's able to balance all aspects of her life. Every day at the beginning of the year, she would come home at 6 p.m. This is because she would have school, tennis, and band. One of the biggest differences occurring this year is that Saloni isn't home on Fridays. In the past, Fridays were our family day. Everyone was home and we all chilled together. In Saloni's high school, there's a football game every Friday, so she has to go play in band. Saloni plays the flute. She misses a lot because she's so dedicated to going to band every Friday night. Other than band, Saloni decided to take AP classes and other very hard classes. High school was hard enough already, but she wanted to make it even harder with difficult classes and multiple activities. Saloni knows how to deal with stress for the most part. She does have to stay up late and wake up early some days to finish homework, but she always gets it done. An added attribute about Saloni is that she's very intelligent. She'll stress about a test for a week straight, take the test and think she failed, then when she gets it back, she gets an A. This has happened so many times that whenever she says she failed, I tell her, "You probably got an A, don't worry." No matter how stressed Saloni gets about school and activities, she's always willing to add more to her schedule. Along with playing tennis in school, Saloni wants to take lessons outside of school and do dance. Saloni doesn't just do a lot, she finds balance amidst a very busy schedule. She has a passion for each activity and sport she does. Saloni puts full effort every day, even when she's exhausted. Because of this passion she has for everything, she ends up being amazing at everything. Whether it's a board game or a sport, I rarely ever win when I play against her. Saloni has the perfect balance of competitiveness and passion and school and activities. Another thing I love about Saloni is that she's the most helpful person I've ever met. On top of that, she's really nice to me considering she's my older sister and has better things to do with her life. Saloni does what an older sister should do, help her younger sister. When I don't understand something, whether it's school-related or activity-related, I immediately think to ask Saloni. Every time I don't understand something, instead of stressing, it's a reminder of how grateful I am for Saloni. In the beginning of the year, I was struggling with math and didn't really know what I was doing, and I got stressed before I even knew there would be a test. I finally decided to ask Saloni to try and explain it to me, and I understood it so much more when I just sat down with her and listened. She's not only helpful when it comes to school, but she's also nice when it comes to everything else. If I have a question or decide to do something different from Saloni, she doesn't judge me. She accepts my decision and helps me through it. Saloni never gets jealous and is always okay when something that could be interpreted as unfair happens. For Saloni's 8th birthday, our parents wanted to get her an American Girl doll with accessories and everything. I was only 7 at the time, so I thought that it was unfair that Saloni got a $100 doll and I didn't, even though it was her birthday. I begged and begged, then my parents finally gave in and got me the doll. Instead of getting upset about this because it was her special day and we were both getting a gift, Saloni saw that I was happy and she didn't make a big deal about it. We played with them together and had so much fun. I can watch old videos of Saloni and I, and she's never super unfair with me. She has her moments off camera, but the only video where she's being unfair is a video of us making a milkshake. Usually when Saloni is mean to me, it's because I'm being annoying, so it isn't really her fault. These few examples are great examples of how supportive and kind Saloni is. The last and best of Saloni's attributes is how humorous she is. She somehow makes me smile and laugh every single day. I could be super mad at her and give her the silent treatment, then she'll say something funny and I'll laugh and break the silence. Most of the time, when I'm upset about something, Saloni's the only one that can cheer me up, whether she makes a joke to cheer me up or just helps me and lifts my mood. Saloni is usually the cure to my sadness. Since we were little, we have been making jokes together and hilarious memories. Whenever I think of childhood memories, I only think of funny things Saloni and I have been through. One time, I was making trouble and drawing on the wall. When my parents came home, they got mad at both me and Saloni because Saloni didn't stop me. They made the mistake of sending Sloane and I to the basement for timeout. The problem was they sent us down together. We slowly made our way down, and a few pairs of our parents' shoes seemed to have caught our eyes. The first thing we thought to do was wear the shoes and pretend to be our parents. Our parents heard us giggling and had to take us out of timeout. I think they learned their lesson that day to never put Saloni and I together when we're in trouble. When I'm with Saloni, I feel so much happier. That's why this year has been so different. I rarely see her, and when she's home, she's always doing work. I'm so much more grateful for the moments I have with Saloni now, because once I go to high school, we might not be able to make any more of those amazing memories. Saloni has definitely brought a lot more joy into my life, and without her comedic self, I don't know what I would do all day. In conclusion, Saloni is my built-in best friend. I wouldn't be able to do anything without her. I look up to her and want to be as balanced and talented as she is. The amount of help Saloni has given me in the past years is incredible. Finally, the humor she brings with her everywhere we go is the only thing that can lift my mood sometimes. I could not be more grateful that I have an older sister as wonderful as Saloni. I learned so much from her, and she has influenced me in such a good way. Having Saloni in my life basically means I always have someone I can count on, and I have a great role model with me at all times. One of the biggest things I'm going to take away with me in high school is that it's going to get hard at times, but never give up, and I'll always finish. Saloni is the best sister I could ever ask for, and I'm so lucky to have her. Thank you.
Okay, good job, Rhea. And now she will be open for questions.
Any questions? Layla? The question was, what school does Saloni go to? Saloni goes to Southern Lehigh currently. The question was, does Saloni play basketball? Yeah, she played basketball at Swain. This year she isn't doing it, but she has in the past. I think that's it. Thank you.